Around the world, fire seasons are 20% longer today than they were 3 decades ago. This finding is part of a new study by the U.S. Forest Service Fire Sciences Lab. Weather changes have also increased the burnable areas of the Earth's surface. In short, fire seasons are getting longer, more destructive, and more costly everywhere. Last week, this 747-400 aircraft flew into Arizona for painting and final modifications to meet the challenges of catastrophic fires worldwide. The new global supertanker has a 3,000-kilometer or nearly 1,900-mile initial response range, with the capability to fly at nearly the speed of sound.
If we'd gone to Boeing and asked them to build a platform for this mission, it couldn't have got any closer than the 747. The payload, the ability to fly slow, low, and maneuver like the 747 can is just a perfect match for us.
At the fire, the supertanker can slow to 233 kilometers per hour, or about 145 knots, and just 61 meters above the fire, drop nearly 74,200 liters, or about 19,600 gallons of firefighting retardant. In just 15 seconds, the supertanker can lay a swath of fire retardant 3 kilometers long. The new global supertanker has a pressurized drop system that is the safest and most effective of all the current firefighting aircraft. Air pressure is used to force fire-suppressing agents through 4 16-inch or 40-centimeter nozzles. Once in the airstream, the column is immediately dispersed and falls like a heavy rainstorm. This prevents injury to firefighters, the public, and damage to personal property.
The 747 can make a very safe, effective drop at an altitude that will not really endanger the crews on the ground. I think with the pressure system they have, the way it's designed, and the way the retardant flows out of the aircraft, that it'll have very, very minimal impact on the vegetation, yet giving us the coverage on the ground that we need to effectively contain the fire and reduce the fire behavior.
By changing the air pressure, the crew can regulate the quantity of product, providing just what is needed to suppress the fire. It also allows the global supertanker to do multiple segmented drops or partial drops to attack fires large and small. The pressurized drop system works equally well with any fire suppressant, including water, firefighting gel, fire suppressant foam, fire retardant, including a combination of any 2 agents.
If I was on the ground and I got in trouble, I'd want something like this to call in, put a wall between me and the fire.
In extreme fire conditions, the biggest enemy is time, the time it takes to get firefighting resources to where they are needed. From strategically located airports, the supertanker is able to take off and deliver a full load of retardant to nearly any location in the Americas, Europe, and Asia within 4 hours. It can refuel and reload at designated retardant bases and large civilian and military airports. Another important feature of the supertanker operation is the addition of an optional twin-engine support aircraft. It can provide logistical support for the fire and operate as an aerial supervision aircraft. The crew includes a current and qualified pilot and an air attack supervisor. The supertanker can also provide real-time assessment of its drop performance using both infrared and high-definition video equipment mounted on the support aircraft. Unique among aerial firefighting aircraft is the supertanker's ground support operation. The supertanker pit crew can, with the help of a fire retardant contractor and a refueling source, refuel, reload fire suppressant, and pressurize the air tanks in about a half hour. This ground support has been streamlined into a self-sufficient operation. The supertanker's capability to drop line lengths up to 3 kilometers long can make a critical difference in containing a fast-moving fire. it would take 6 large or 25 small firebomber loads to accomplish the same line length. The time and coordination necessary to safely put that many aircraft on a fire could make a critical difference in containment, lost resources, higher suppression costs, and greater risk to flight crews and ground crews. If the mission is canceled after takeoff, the 747 SuperTanker has the capability to land fully loaded, saving an expensive load of fire suppressant. The SuperTanker can stand by loaded, or the support team can recirculate the retardant as needed. This saves money and speeds up fire response. Safely fighting fire at night is the most significant technological hurdle of aerial firefighting. The global SuperTanker is preparing to meet those challenges with advanced technology avionics, infrared imaging technology, and a pressurized drop system with the capability to deliver fire suppressant from 61 to 150 meters above the ground. The global SuperTanker, aerial firefighting capability never before available.
SuperTanker, this is Dan the Man at SuperTanker Range. The target is going hot. You're cleared inbound. I repeat, the target is hot. It's showtime. Okay, you guys, remember what I told you, 400 feet and 140 knots. Not 141 knots, not 420 feet. I don't want anybody getting altitude sickness. Bring it down over the target. Stay over your work. Don't dog it. Set up for that wind drift. Get her on down. You're the best in the business with the biggest load. Bring that big boy in here and get her on target. That's it. Bear down. Remember all the things I told you, but relax, 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 and make it fun. Ah, nuts. SuperTanker from ground ops. Abort, abort. Return to base. We have rain and a rain delay. We'll try it again tomorrow.